Hello everyone and thanks for hanging out with me. First I want to apologize, I have a few allergies right now, so I apologize for the sniffy nose and the running eyes. But let's go. So 2 months ago on September 12th I tested my Id.3 that I had then for exactly a year. And I did a test at 90 kilometers an hour and then took the range that I could do from 0 to 100% and then, or the other way around, and then with the average consumption, and I calculated a battery size and what I had last year, and I calculated that I lost 7.5% of my battery. And a lot of people were mad and said this is a stupid test and it's wrong and blah blah blah, and that's why I went with the car to Volkswagen for them to test it. But first, so I did with 90 kilometers an hour this test because at 90 kilometers an hour you don't have a lot of heat loss, so you don't lose too much, and then if you see your consumption and the range you can estimate. Of course it's not the perfect thing because I don't know, am I at when I arrive, am I at 8%, am I at 7.8, at 8.2? It's not amazingly accurate, but pretty accurate. And before I went to Volkswagen, I also used the app on Android, Car Scanner Pro, and I checked the battery capacity of my Id.3 and it said 54.15 kilowatt hours, and in my test I calculated 54.4, so that's pretty close and I was happy about that. So back then when I did the test I also got contacted by Volkswagen that 7.5% seems a bit high. Why is that? What's going on? We should check that battery. And that's why when I had my winter tires changed, Welter has now winter tires on, they checked the battery, and for them to do it they have to connect stuff to the car. The car has to be under 10%, and then they charge it to 100% and do another test, and then it tells them at the end. And I got the official paper. I have the official paper at work, but I have a picture here, and it shows the number 92%. So it says 91 there, but I called and asked what is the degradation, the state of health, which one is it? And it's the 92%. So the battery of my Id.3 in 14 months lost 8% of the battery, so it was extremely close. Ha ha! For all the naysayers. So I was pretty close. I'm happy about that. And 8%, again, a lot of people took the video in a different way that is meant. First of all, it's very normal for a battery in the first few months to lose 3 to 5% because of the chemistry and the battery is being used. That's very normal. I used my Id.3 pretty unusual in the first 6 months. I charged a lot on HPCs and so mostly DC, and always under 10% with 100 kilowatt, and a lot of times even at 200% because I did a lot of tests. And I got a lot of free charging, and that's why I charged it full. But that's not what you should do. You always see it in the Id.3, it says to 80%, and don't do it under 10%, and not always HPC. Then that's not the normal case. Normal case, you charge at home with AC with 11 kilowatt and from 20 to 80%, and that's perfect for the battery. And therefore, for me, 8% is totally fine. And the biggest point here is this doesn't mean that in the next 12 months I will lose another 8%. No, I won't. So it's 8% now, and next year it will maybe be 9%. Maybe 10, who knows, but not 16. So like I said, in the first beginning is a few percent, and the degradation is slowing down. It's not like whoop or the same thing. It's a bit more in the beginning and then it's slow. So it's not a lot. It's if I use, and right now I use Walter in a normal way. I don't charge 200%, and I charge mostly at home 11 kilowatt AC. So that's better for the battery as well. And yes, so it won't be that much next year, but of course I will measure it next year, and we'll see. I will use Car Scanner Pro a few times every month, and see if there's a difference. So let's take a screenshot and I can see. And it says available capacity. I don't know if that's totally correct, but we'll see. But I'm glad that this has been settled. My test was pretty accurate, I have to say. Pat on the shoulder. I'm happy about that. So again, I'm an unusual case, but it's also not the biggest deal ever. It's not 8% every year. Your car may have lost 5% in the first year, and that's okay. It will stay at that level for a long time. It's totally fine. And of course, where do I have to go? No, here. Channel membership and merch. Look at that beautiful hoodie. So nice. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.